Hello, YouTube. Hey guys, it's Chuck here, and I got a Wi-Fi battle against MMLFrostyPixie, good friend of mine, Sasha. And I was like, hey, what kind of battle you want to do? And she's like, hey, let's do an NU tier battle. And I thought about bringing in the same NU team I've been using lately, but I decided to drop Flaring on. And as you see, I brought in Float Cell. The first song will be Beautiful by 10 Years. Random song choice for the win. Alright, so she leaves with her butterfree named Sprinkles, and I'm like, crap. Because I leave my Lunatown named Spirit, and she immediately puts it to sleep, and I'm like, okay, immediate wake up, now. And she goes for the Bug Buzz, and I'm like, crap. Because it does, like, that much, and I'm like, oh. So, basically, she finishes off my Lunatone in 2 hits, like that. So then I go to my Typhlosion and Firestorm, it's like, please let me be faster, it's not Scarfed. I'm like, yes, not Scarfed. So, but unfortunately, it's sashed. So, yeah. She puts my Firestorm to sleep, and I'm like, okay. So she goes into her Articuno named Magnitude. And obviously I'm still asleep, and she goes for Substitute. And Leftovers. I'm still asleep, and she goes for Fly. And I'm like, wow. Okay, that's different. So, at this rate, I'm a 3-hit KO with Fly. I wake up, and I break the sub with Fire Blast, so I'm like, yes. So she goes for another Fly, and I miss with Fire Blast, obviously. And she hits me with Fly, and I don't feel like foddering off my Typhlosion to this thing. So she switches into Guy Sitting. And what I meant to say was I was hoping I'd kill her off, but she switches to the Guy Sitting, and it does like way over half. And I'm like, alright. And he goes for the Eruption. And I go into my Float Cell named Swifty, which I haven't used Swifty in a long time. Actually, I don't think I've ever used Swifty. So she switches into Sprinkles, and I was just going to go for the Aqua Jet, which takes down that Butterfree, and I got Life Orb. So she goes into Cranky. And I switch into my Regigigas knowing that this thing could be a Dragon Dancer, and it's a Dragon Dancer, so she goes for her second Dragon Dancing, probably not predicting the incoming Thunder Wave. So, I'm like, okay, now it's at -2 speed. I just go for the Earthquake, which does about a 4th. And she goes for the Waterfall, and I think it nearly takes my Regigigas out. Yeah. So, I just go for the Earthquake. And she goes for the Crunch. And that obviously is going to take down my Regigigas. So I go into my Protector, and I go for the Energy Ball, Expert Belt, so huzzah. So then she goes back into Guy Sitting, which I'm going to switch and go into Swifty. Because I know she's going to go for Eruption, she's probably Scarfed. And again, it doesn't do too much. So she goes down to Mistress, which is going to take his Aqua Jet. Not too bad. It's going to take it pretty good. Even after Life Orbs. But I go for the Crunch, and down goes that Gardevoir. So, then she goes into Magnitude. At this point, I am foddering off my Float Cell. And that song is Waking Up by 10 Years. So, I go for the Aqua Jet, and it doesn't break the sub, and I'm like, oh my god. Misplay on my part. So she goes for the Roost, and I'm like, here we go. I just go for the Waterfall to break the sub, knowing that she's going to kill me off in the next turn, because since she's up in the air, I can't hit her. So there goes my Swifty, and I'm like, that's it, time to bring it out. One of my favorite Pokemon of all time, Gardevoir. I'm bringing it back out. She goes for the sub, which I'm going to break that with Expert Belt Thunderbolt. And I'm like, holy bejesus. She outspeeds my Gardevoir. So I go into my favorite Pokemon of all time, Gastrodon. And so she goes for Fly. And I think I go for Toxic here, and it misses. So we both have Leftovers. And she goes for Toxic, it hits me. And I'm going to go for Toxic, and it's going to hit her as well. So I'm like, alright, one of us is going to die from Toxic. Who is it going to be? So, she goes for Fly. Well, I go for the Surf, knowing it's going to miss. and leftovers, but now Toxic is going to begin to do more damage than what I can recover with leftovers. She's going to go for Fly, which I take pretty good. And I'm going to go for the Surf, which does a surprising amount for Articuno supposedly being a special defensive beast. So Toxic is slowly wearing us both off. She's going to go for the Fly, and I think I go for Recover here. Yes, I go for the Recover. And obviously we're going to keep taking more increasing Toxic damage. And here we go. Who's going to win? Gastrodon or Articuno? The winner is Gastrodon! Yeah, gotta love my Rancor. So she goes back out into Guy Sitting and uses Eruption, probably thinking that I'm going to die from it. But no, I live with 38 HP. And then I'm going to take out her Typhlosion named Guy Sitting. And then I'm going to die from Toxic damage. So my Gastrodon successfully takes out 2 Pokemon while being Toxic. So yes. So I go back into my Gastrodon and Gardevoir, and she goes into a shiny Marowak, which I love. So I hit with Energy Ball, and oh my god. I was like, wow. It lives. And I get the special defense drop. And she goes for Iron Defense. So, good game, FrostyPixie. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys check out her YouTube channel. Subscribe, watch her videos and such. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Check out Pokemon Wi-Fi League. Check out T-Flare. Check out Rocket Game Corner. Peace.